Hey, Limitless family, welcome back to another Advent thought here, looking at the wise men, right? We've talked about a few different characters here. We've gone all the way through Simeon and Anna, and the wise men are one of those next characters that come in to this story of Jesus's birth in this season. And we usually assume, they're showing up with the shepherds and the drummer boy and the sheep, but that's not exactly how we know it happened. Some believe that these wise men actually came later, even closer to maybe around 2 years when Jesus was born. After he was born, he was around maybe 2 years old when this happened. And because of that, that's why Herod goes and sends for all the boys that are 2 years old and younger to be killed. And so that's why we believe he actually may have been closer to about 2 years by the time the wise men get there and they bring these gifts. And when this happens, we know that there's multiple wise men because it says wise men talked about in the plural. It also refers to them as they. And we know that there were three gifts. We know that there was gold. We know there's frankincense. We know there is myrrh. Beyond that, we really don't know. We don't know the exact number. We pair one wise man with each gift. And that's something that we just do. And I think it kind of helps us to remember that there was three gifts, right? But we don't know that that's the case. And in doing that, we limit each wise man to bring one thing. You recognize that? Like there could have been multiple wise men who brought gold. There could have been multiple who brought frankincense, multiple who brought myrrh. There could have been some who brought a mixture of frankincense and gold, or frankincense and myrrh, or gold and whatever, and frankincense. We don't know, right? But we do know that there were multiple of them and that there were three kinds of gifts. And so the reason I bring that up is we, in trying to categorize this and make sense of it, we actually limit what the wise men, how many wise men there could have been, and how much they themselves may have brought. And we can do this to others as well. We can do this to ourselves and limit ourselves and think that we're only good for one thing or can only bring one thing. And that's not the case. And this, when we do that, when we limit ourselves, we're limiting the body of Christ. And so we're limiting what God can do. And we serve a limitless God. So don't put yourself in a corner to think that you're only able to do this, and knowing that God can use you in multiple ways. And when we open ourselves up to that, we will build relationships that change lives.